Derek, say something.
What? Okay, hi. Sorry nobody's here. High key, like we kind of fumbled because we didn't get the posters up in time. Board members, okay. Yep. Some of them have pictures, some of them don't. Board positions are open this year. We're required to have an underclassman rep, I think. So yeah, if you want to be, we'll like look for it later. Oh yeah, fill out an interest form, by the way. First thing I want to go over is that, okay, I'm not going to be going over like the procedural stuff that Tran has on his slides. You know, he has some good practice for you, but I just want to warn you guys to never throw away free points. Okay, you don't understand how nervous, how much your nerves are going to get a hold of you for this first test. Do 0.092 times, you know, yeah, and then times 19.99, and then just follow the rest. Drawing particle models. Has Tran gone over this yet? Okay, no. This was the final FRQ. It's relatively straightforward, except the thing is, the major mistake they don't want anybody here to make is not treating it seriously enough and not keeping these guys consistent. See how there's only 4. There's only, you know what I mean? You have to be sure that these match up. Like even if you get the chemical equation right, you have to make sure that your diagram's consistent as well. So just don't make silly mistakes like that. Always be sure to stay level-headed during your first test. And also sig figs, you're given a lot of scratch paper for a reason. Okay, don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Like when you see this, always write it out as this to count your sig figs. When you see this, always write it out. Just never be lazy with sig figs. Never be lazy with anything. Do you guys know the addition and multiplication rules? Are you guys chill with that? Okay. Yeah, and also, you guys know this, right? Okay. Yeah, it's always going to be mass number, blah, blah, blah. Isotope and isomer. Do you guys remember this? Isotope versus isomer, what's the difference? You guys chill? Okay. Cool.
We just had like the last one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
At least for us. At least for us, it was yeah. You have no idea how many points I lost on the first one due to converting meters cubed to centimeters cubed. Okay, 1 meter is equal to equal to 100 centimeters, right? But when you cube it, do not forget equals 100 cubed as well. When you're doing stoichiometry, always be sure to show all of your work. Never get too lazy. Never make these stupid mistakes. That's a really common one. I remember back when we were looking over our tests, I still remember like everybody was flipping out because we got too lazy. We did everything in our calculator and we forgot to convert meters to meters cubed to 100,000 centimeters cubed, I think. And also, if you guys are feeling too nervous, just my best advice for you would to never drop this class, because everybody I know who dropped basically regretted it. I'm just saying.
Laura.
Because I mean, no, let's be real. If you're going to college, you're gonna have to deal with this level of difficulty at some point, right? And so think about test taking strategies, right? So I think for this first test, it'll be like what, 15 MCQ, and then like, was it 25 MCQ? Something like that. But there's like a super large number of MCQ first, and there's like maybe 3 upper Qs. Yeah. So like, for me personally, I would never start with MCQs. I personally believe that starting with MCQs is the way to tank your grade.
That's how I got a 20%.
That's how I always did it.
Oh really? Oh, right.
Whichever one works for you.
Yeah, whichever one. Yeah. Be sure to be sure to experiment a little bit. And also another thing would be like, here's some advice I have for you. Never sleep past 12 o'clock in preparation for these exams. No, I'm not even kidding. Because the only time that I got, my worst score was below a 50% on the chapter 5 test. And that's because I slept at 3:30, I think, trying to prepare, because I didn't feel ready enough. No, never sleep past 12 o'clock. Every single time I got 100% on these tests, I slept at like, what, 11:30. Don't sabotage yourself. Don't study in the morning either. You're just gonna make yourself more nervous. Yeah, and also be bold. Don't be afraid to use your retake because other people are telling you like oh, equilibrium's gonna be super bad. Trend will tell you, but if you feel like it's truly bad score, do not be afraid to use a retake. Like for me personally, first semester, I barely squeaked by with I think an 85.9 or something, but and I did relatively well on everything else, but it's just because I didn't use my retake on the chapter 5 thermodynamics test, because Tran was scaring me so bad with the equilibrium. One of my biggest regrets for AP Chem, don't be afraid to retake. Never be afraid to retake. And also, you may have heard of free retakes maybe for this exam. Some people say, oh, you get a free retake. Don't ever depend on those, because Tran will give you mercy depending on the strength of your year. Yeah. Like for example, for their year, they got a lot of extra credit. No, I'm just saying, objectively speaking, my year Tran was basically merciless. Also, another thing is that even outside of just this one test grade, you should really take this unit seriously because it's arguably the most important unit that you'll ever take. Alright, so these are I think this one is my tier list of the most fun semester 1 units. But basically, this one, if you're not good on stoichiometry, you're screwed for this. This test, that's your next test. Depending on how well you do on the unit 1 to 3 test, I predict that your score for chapter 4 will be within plus minus like 5% or something. Your score, how good you are at stoichiometry directly corresponds to how well you do on this test. Yeah.
Do they know about the website with all the reasons?
Yeah, I'm gonna go later. Yeah. And then yeah, thermodynamics, thermochemistry. These are all stoichiometry. These two are not stoichiometry. This is not stoichiometry, and this is obviously stoichiometry. So like as you can see, like if you're not good on stoic, it'll follow you everywhere. Even just for the sake of not screwing yourself later, study hard for this test. And also labs. To be honest, I went in thinking labs were like a super big deal. I'm gonna be real, they're not. They're super infrequent. Just don't be stupid when you're doing them. And also, high key, Mr. Tran kind of grades more on length than actual material on your lab reports. And so the strategy I would use would be I would write these chemical equations, right? But I would make my equations like way bigger than my actual test, and I would draw these massive diagrams. So just eat up page space, and in general I got 100%. So it's like that's the thing. And then one final thing is ACS. ACS is coming out. I think it's a great opportunity to to further immerse yourself in chemistry and get a better relationship with Mr. Tran if you're after that. It's super difficult because you're essentially cramming the entirety of the AP Chem curriculum plus OChem. Yeah, plus a bit of OChem into about like a 4 to 5 month-ish time frame. So yeah, so be sure to start preparing for that. We can give you some resources, but be sure to start preparing for that like right now if you're interested in doing a Chem Olympiad at all. These are some of the websites that basically carried me through AP Chem. Basically, Mr. Mac's AP Chemistry website. This is like the Bible for AP Chemistry. I'm gonna be real. It's because sometimes like for example, for chapter for chapter 19 thermodynamics, be sure that you can get 100% on the AP Mr. Mac exam, because Mr. Tran's exam was literally copy and pasted from it. I think 2 years in a row. It was for you guys, right? For us, the entire exam was copy and pasted. So be sure it's the exact same format, exact same everything as well. Be sure to be comfortable with Mr. Mac's before you go to any exam. And then also Crack AP. Crack AP is more helpful for the AP exam. So basically, how Crack AP works is that it'll give you a list of like around 10 questions. It'll give you like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, something to do it. And then I would just do small groups of 10 in the car. I wouldn't really use the subject-oriented Crack AP tests as much, but it's just on demand. You have to know everything for the AP exam. So as May rolls around, I would heavily start using Crack AP. That's basically the only reason why I got a 5. Also, one final thing: join Science Olympiad if you're interested in pursuing chemistry further, because the spots for this are incredibly competitive. There's it's 3 to 4 people around make it. we definitely have more room if you're interested interested in Science Olympiad. But yeah, this Thursday at lunch in Mr. Balin's room. Thank you for coming to the meeting.